right on. I would agree. And I have noticed that myself when I was teaching. And I was reminded that, what I told you many times, you practicing a method to go beyond all methods. And you also know that repetition creates mastery. And so, you listen to Tony Robbins, he'll tell you the same thing. It's like it takes a commitment and it takes a discipline to constantly repeat something. And I'm learning that myself because I'm a very rebellious and undisciplined person, and I've got to exercise. You wouldn't believe the difficulties I have simply to get myself to the mat. Just, I'd rather lie in bed and read a book. So repetition brings mastery in all levels. Luckily, I live with a woman who is just the opposite. 7:30, she's on the mat, no matter what. So, basically, if you practice something and you select one or two of these practices and you go to the source, the core, the sensation that is elicited in that practice, you bring your three keys, breath, movement, and sound, and you add visualization to it. Basically, shut up. Basically, this phone wakes up by itself all the time. Anyway, so you add visualization to it. This is also a springboard to go beyond the mind. And what you need to reach is that place where you have used the mind to go into something, but now you let the mind go, you stop asking yourself whether you're doing it right or not, and you continue to repeat the technique until you go beyond the technique, And I tell you, it works. But how it works for you and which technique you choose, in fact, you have all these books and these movies to decide what to choose. And now it's actually simpler than you think. So you say sky dancing is in the doing, and sky dancing has methods that bring in the mind into the doing and into the watching whether I'm doing it right. And, is there not a more relaxed way of doing it? Well, you plug in, you channel, you circulate, and then you stop doing and you see what happens. Because actually, when you've opened your central channel, doing and the need to be doing becomes less and less. Okay? You can just be inside, you can tighten your sexual muscles, you can breathe in, you can focus in your third eye, and there you are. You open your ears, you're with nature, you're with the sounds of nature, you're with the birds, you expand your consciousness, and it takes you 1 minute. Okay? So 2 minutes. So just remember that the doing is only opening the door to the non-doing. And the non-doing is the bliss, and the meditative space, in a space that you touch when you stop doing, when you're just listening. So, and also, care and don't care. If a practice takes you somewhere else, that's okay. The important thing is stay in your truth, stay in what is really right for you from your heart. Your heart is your guide. And your heart really does guide us. The heart guides us. It's a very good guide. The heart and the little inner voice of your guide, your inner guide, is also there. And so when you are in meditation, when you are in stillness, and you encounter what you were saying, where your busy thoughts, the thoughts are coming on full on because we haven't paid enough attention to the inner. So the thoughts are what normally helps us to keep our agenda going, to keep our job going, to keep doing what we need to be doing in life. So we don't have enough the habit of doing this. Okay, I'm out, I'm doing my day, and doing this. Okay, I'm inside and I'm with myself, and I, you know, thank my mind, I thank my thoughts for coming on and trying to guide me. So I say, thank you. But right now, you can rest because I don't need you. Your mind is not your enemy. You don't need to chase your mind away, because if you do, you're going to be in duality fighting with yourself. So remember, thank you, mind, you know, and move on to your breathing, move on to the no mind thing. And then, you know, do one practice. Maybe, I mean, one I love is just the pelvic rocking while I'm meditating, you know, and the breathing and the pelvic rocking, or the first step of the wave, is a great one for meditation. Add a mantra to this, or a sound, or an inner sound. I can give you some very simple ones. You're off and running, or flying rather.